Hey guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and today I have a special guest with me here from Vonage, Aqeel, and we are going to do the top 10 features of Vonage for Salesforce CRM live. Aqeel, first of all, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely my pleasure, Prince. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Before we jump into this, for the viewers who are watching, can you tell them your full name, your title, and what is it that you do at Vonage?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Aqeel Shahid. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Partnerships here at Vonage. And basically what I do at Vonage is I work with all our large distribution channels, partners, technology service distributors nationally, and basically help support them and our partner community and making sure they're providing the right solutions for their customers. So I'm a chief evangelist, if you want to call me that.
Cool. I dig it. All right. Well, I say let's jump right into this and give the viewers what they want to see. So first feature for the top 10 features of Vonage for Salesforce CRM, I want to start with native integration with Salesforce. Can you speak on that a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Vonage has definitely been the top solution provider with Salesforce. We've been doing it for almost 8 years now. We started with the Salesforce ecosystem where we had an embedded solution within the Salesforce actual application itself, within the actual tool, so that you don't have to pivot away out of Salesforce. We've evolved beyond the initial solution of just providing what we call CTI, which was basically the computer telephony integration. And now we're actually embedded within Service Cloud Voice, which is basically another feature that Salesforce is offering for clients that are leveraging Service Cloud. And what that basically means now, again, as a end user, you never pivot away from Salesforce. You live within the Salesforce ecosystem completely, and you're able to route in all the custom objects within the Salesforce application itself.
So coming up as feature number 2, intelligent call routing. Can you speak on and or show a little bit of what that is, what it's capable of?
Absolutely. I'm going to speak on it a bit, but I'm also going to show it as well.
Awesome.
Right, so what intelligent call routing is doing is it has the ability now to identify who actually is calling in, check within the system itself, and see if that record already exists, whether it's a phone number, and pull up that data. It'll also check and see if there's any open tickets, if there's an open case, if there's an open opportunity of some sort. Pull that record up on the screen itself so that the agent or person answering that call on the other end can basically identify who it is and be able to provide a much more personalized experience. So let me show you that really quickly. We're going to make a call into the intelligent IVR that's AI powered.
Hey, Sophia. Welcome to Prince. If you are calling about open case, end of quarter financial report, please press 1 now. Otherwise, please hold.
So this basically allows us to now provide a self-service option for the caller and then route that call accordingly. So as you can see, the call is popping in. It shows up right within Salesforce. So I'm never leaving Salesforce. All the record pops up. You can see open case. You can see exactly who it is. A full 360 view of the customer is provided. All your call control capabilities now sit within Salesforce. So you can end a call, you can answer a call, you can mute the call. You can do all the things right within the actual Salesforce instance completely on its own. So it is routing the call intelligently to the appropriate agent based on all the different key objects that it was able to capture.
Okay, awesome. So moving on to the next one, real-time voice transcription. This is one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, look, we live in a world where obviously digital channels are critical, but real-time voice transcription allows a couple different things. One, while the call is actually happening, it's actually transcribing that call within the platform itself. That entire transcription lives natively in Salesforce. So now you can, run analytics against that. You can also do things like next best action based on that. So let's give you an example of how that works.
Hi, I'm calling to find out why my account was closed. I'd like to talk to Supervisor, and I have 2 complaints.
So that entire interaction right there, as you can see, it's all happening right there on that side right there where the entire conversation is being transcribed in real time. The other thing that is also happening is based on that conversation, the system has already automatically provided next best action. The caller was talking about escalating to a supervisor and he had complaints, and automatically a next best action on how to handle a complaint has popped up based on just the conversation.
Gotcha. So next up will be Conversation Analyzer.
Yeah, and so Conversation Analyzer, and we'll show you that here as well, is basically the ability for you now as an end user and as a customer and as a organization to look at post-call and be able to provide sentiment analysis, be able to take the call and be able to provide data on the key words that were spoken throughout that conversation. These are some great analytics that can be used, and do things like screen recording or voice recording of that entire interaction. So again, allows for users and allows for customers to go back and look at each interaction. Let's show you what that looks like really quickly. This is Conversation Analyzer. You can see there's different categories, and each of these categories can be configured appropriately for the end user. So you can see how long the customer was actually talking, how long the agent was talking. You can see exactly how they handled that issue, with whether it was compliant or not, what was basically said as far as quiet times and talk times throughout the entire journey. You can see the entire component right there, and you can see all the key aspects as far as being able to offer assistance and what was going on throughout the entire journey. So it's very easy for a person to identify and be able to do QA if they need to. Further, what Conversation Analyzer is also capturing is it's capturing that call recording as well. So you can see the actual audio recording, so you can listen to the audio recording right from here, and also do screen recording as well. So it's actually capturing the screens of the actual agent, so you can see exactly what the agent was doing, where they were going at the time the customer called in and when they were interacting with them. So again, very powerful tool, really allows for you to see the entire interaction with the end user, start to finish, and be able to capture the entire sentiment of the entire conversation and be able to provide them much better customer experience that way.
Okay, so next up as feature number 5 is Omnichannel engagement.
Yeah, so Omnichannel, obviously within Salesforce, now you can route on all the voice channels and all the digital channels as well. That could be SMS, that could be web chat, that could be basically somebody getting on social, other things. What we'll show you today is how within that same interaction, you can actually not only take the voice call like I showed you earlier, but now also be able to route a chat into the actual agent as well and be able to use that to interact. So here's an example of a chat that is happening directly now with the end user. You can see within the actual Salesforce record, it is going to route the call. You can see exactly the conversation that's happening, the transcription detail, and this is a one-on-one chat happening directly with the end user on a browser through a chatbot, and it's all being routed directly within Salesforce itself. So again, the end user never leaves Salesforce. All the interactions living within the Salesforce case and within the Salesforce ecosystem itself. You can see the interaction started with phone, but then you can also route in now a chat as well as part of it, so that everything stays within the Salesforce ecosystem and tied back to that record, tied back to that specific interaction with that customer as well.
Okay. All right, so coming up for number 6 is Supervisor tools. What is it? What does it look like? Or what does it do?
Yeah, so there's a lot of native reporting that's already built within our core platform, but also tools that can be used within Salesforce. So again, if you're living within Salesforce, you can leverage a lot of the standard reporting, because again, all the different key elements within Salesforce can now be used as a reporting mechanism. But supervisors can also come in and see what's going on with all the agents as well. They can see, their statuses, if they're available, if they're unavailable, exactly if they're currently on an interaction, what kind of interaction are they on? Are they on a voice call? Are they on a chat? What's happening? It allows for the supervisors in here as well to now sign someone in, sign someone out, but then if they want to monitor that caller by joining the call and be able to do a live whisper or be able to also provide them guidance, all that now sits right here. Again, we're never pivoted away from Salesforce. We're still living in Salesforce. This entire interaction is happening again within Salesforce itself. And you can see all the different queues that are assigned to, so you can see if an agent is handling multiple queues, all that's available in here as well, and you can quickly add them or remove them from those queues as well within that. And again, you can see how the supervisor can actually interact with the agent and provide guidance to the agent in real time as well. So as the conversation is happening, the supervisor is listening in on the call and can provide guidance to the actual agent as well, and be able to provide them the next steps that they should do in addition to what the AI technology is already providing them.
Okay. Next up is outbound calling. Sounds simple enough, but let's see it.
Yeah, simple in the system itself. Again, the end user has the ability to just click on a number, manually dialing the number, going into an interface or anything. There's actually a pop-up that happens directly within Salesforce itself. A dial pad pops up, and they're able to go ahead and make the call right from it. They can either dial a full 10-digit number or just click to call right from it. And again, the user, all they need is a soft phone, right? They don't have to download an application. They don't need to have a phone on their desk. They just need a headset. Off they go.
Okay. So next up, coming in at feature number 8 is Workforce Management Integration, also known as WFM. What is that?
Yeah, workforce management really allows for end users, to now go ahead and leverage the tools that we provide to appropriately staff their organizations, right? What time of day are they most busy? Exactly how many agents do they need to be staffed with? And also use tools to basically predict, when they should be having people, within the organization. So we offer a ton of reporting within Salesforce itself, like I said, where you can see all the different stats associated with talk times. You can see your staffing levels. You can see exactly what type of interaction is the most popular. Is it voice? Is it chat? Is it email? So all that all the visibility is there, and workforce management now adds in that additional capability. And we actually integrate with all the major WFM solutions out there. So you have, your Calibrio, we have Verint Monet that will actually integrate out of the box. So that allows for users to choose from multiple options. They can use the native capabilities within Salesforce from a reporting perspective, but then layer on these additional powerful WFM tools integrated with the Vonage solution so that they have the full visibility and full capability to manage their staff accordingly.
Okay. Next up for number 9 feature is Virtual Assistant or Voice Bot.
Yeah, the best part about the virtual assistant is, again, where we live in this world, it's all about call deflection. How do you take those calls that are coming into your contact center and be able to provide them self-service options, right? That's where the voice bot comes in. We have this low-code, no-code AI studio capability that is available that can be front-ended on a contact center agent, right? So what that's doing is allowing for that agent to basically provide basic questions that are normally being asked, like I want to do a password reset, or I want to be able to check the status of my order. All that can now be automated. So now, and I showed earlier, when a call comes in, it'll basically interact with that agent, ask some basic questions, do a dip in Salesforce, pull the record up, see exactly what's happening, and be able to provide that, that voice bot capability for them.
Okay. Cool. And then last but not least, number 10, which I personally think is probably one of the most important ones on this list for any business, is robust reporting and analytics.
Yeah, exactly. So, and with the analytics, we have multiple different solutions available. We have the ability that Salesforce provides, where you can actually have all the reporting available within Salesforce. Again, you can report all the critical objects within Salesforce can be reported against. So, if you want to see talk time, you want to see hold times, you want to see exactly who it went to, you want to look at the transcription, keyword set, all that is reportable. So again, you can leverage that within the actual reporting engine within Salesforce itself, and you can also add in capabilities such as Einstein to do some additional reporting. But like I said, you can see average hold times, call abandonment rate, you can see inbound calls, times when the calls came in. All that is available in a nice dashboard that can be used within Salesforce itself, layering upon that as well as analytics and stuff on the Omnichannel capability as far as what interaction and what different medium was used to interact with the agent. So you can see how much is coming via email versus phone call versus the web, right? So it really provides that visibility visually and easily for any member of the organization to manage their contact centers accordingly.
Cool. So that will wrap up the 10 features. I'm going to throw you a curveball. Question that wasn't in the script. For any of the viewers out there that are watching this video, perhaps a call center, somebody who's looking for a contact center solution, medium business, large business, enterprise that is using Salesforce, what would you like to say to them about why Vonage for Salesforce versus maybe the other competitors?
Yeah, the biggest thing is how long we've been doing it, right? Vonage is the largest provider globally and has been integrated within the Salesforce ecosystem way longer. One thing that differentiates us from an integration perspective within Salesforce is our embedded experience. A lot of companies out there will provide a middleware application of some sort that is integrated versus embedded. Ours is an embedded experience. As I demoed earlier, you never leave the Salesforce ecosystem. You're living within the Salesforce ecosystem completely. The advantage is obviously for the end user is that they don't have to pivot between multiple applications. They'll live within the same exact tool. And the other big benefit for them is all your analytics, all your reporting sits right there. And because it's built within Salesforce, there is no code to break. So you're not going to have APIs that may become outdated, that is going to interrupt or impact their experience. And we're on the Salesforce App Exchange, have the highest rating on the Salesforce App Exchange of 5-star plus rating. So that's another reason why customers should absolutely choose us if they have Salesforce.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Aqeel. I really appreciate all of the insight and you showing myself and the viewers, what's behind the hood for Vonage for Salesforce. For those of you who are watching this video, you know the drill. If you've got Salesforce, or maybe you're thinking about Salesforce and you're wondering what, phone system or what communication platform works the best with Salesforce, my contact information, as always, is below this video or on our blog or on our website. I'll hook you up directly with somebody over at Vonage that can show you a more in-depth demo specific to your needs. As always, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll catch you guys again in the next video.